You're sitting alone on a Friday night, phone screen glowing with group chat messages you haven't opened in 3 days. There's a half-finished book on your lap, a documentary paused on your laptop, and the quiet hum of your own thoughts louder than any conversation you've had this week. You tell yourself you prefer it this way, and you do. But there's a heaviness in your chest that won't name itself, a loneliness that feels like punishment for being the person you are. You've heard the labels before: too picky, too in your head, too much, and the one you never say out loud: too smart to connect. A 2016 study in the British Journal of Psychology found that highly intelligent people report being happier with less social contact, but lonelier in the long run. It's not a coincidence, it's not bad luck. And it's not because something is broken in you. What if that loneliness isn't a flaw in you, but a side effect of a mind that refuses to pretend? Here's the truth no one told you. Your loneliness is real, and it's not in your head. Your brain works differently, and that difference has real social costs. Imagine your brain is still wired for a world of 150 people, the size of our ancestral tribes, but you're living in a city of millions. For most people, more social contact equals more happiness because the ancient part of their brain says safety in numbers. But highly intelligent brains adapt faster to modern environments. You don't need frequent contact to feel secure. You can thrive alone. That adaptation is what psychologists Satoshi Kanazawa and Norman Lee call the Savanna Theory of Happiness. Your ancestors survived by sticking together. Your brain learned to survive by thinking ahead. And here's what that means for you today. The intelligence that helps you thrive in solitude also makes you need connection less often, which means the pool of people who feel necessary to you shrinks dramatically. Most people bond over repetition, seeing the same faces, sharing the same routines. You bond over resonance. And resonance is rare. So while others fill their social calendars with dozens of casual friends, you're searching for the few people who speak your language. That search takes longer. It feels lonelier. And every Friday night you spend alone, you wonder if you're doing it wrong. You're not. The 2016 study found that people with higher IQs reported lower life satisfaction when they socialized frequently, not because they dislike people, but because shallow interaction drains them more than it fills them. You aren't broken. You're just wired for a smaller, deeper world. But there's more happening here than just a smaller pool. Intelligence doesn't just shrink your world. It complicates how you move through it. Imagine standing in a crowded room where everyone is speaking a language you understand perfectly, but when you respond, they look at you like you're speaking in code. It's not that they're less intelligent. It's that the things you find fascinating, systems, patterns, paradoxes, the layers beneath the surface, don't register as interesting to most people. You see 10 moves ahead in every conversation. They see one. And that gap creates something psychologist Irvin Yalom called existential isolation. The loneliness that comes from experiencing the world in a way others simply don't. But here's the twist. Research on the Dunning-Kruger effect shows that people with average intelligence often feel more confident in their understanding of the world, while highly intelligent people see how much they don't know. So while others speak with certainty, you hesitate. While they jump into conversations, you second guess. You overthink every social move because you see every possible outcome, every way it could go wrong. And that hesitation reads as aloofness, distance, disinterest. Daniel was 34, a software architect, when he finally understood this. He spent his 20s trying to fit in. Happy hours, surface-level friendships, pretending to care about sports scores and weekend plans. He felt exhausted, so he stopped going out. At first, relief, then crushing loneliness. He thought he was broken, but he wasn't broken. He was simply refusing to pretend anymore, and that refusal, painful as it was, became the beginning of something real. Daniel made a choice. He stopped chasing quantity and started seeking depth. One-on-one conversations about philosophy, systems, meaning. It was slower, lonelier at first, but he built 3 friendships that actually fed him. He's still lonely sometimes, but he's no longer pretending. And that difference changed everything. Because here's what no one tells you about your loneliness. It's not a failure to connect. It's a refusal to settle for connection that doesn't feed you. Your brain prioritizes depth over breadth. Psychologists call this the depth versus breadth trade-off in social relationships. Most people maintain large networks of weak ties, casual friends, acquaintances, people they see at parties. You maintain fewer relationships, but they go deeper. This isn't a flaw, it's a feature. The loneliness you feel is not because you're incapable of bonding, it's because you're unwilling to bond over nothing, and that unwillingness, that's integrity. The label you've been carrying, too smart to connect, too complicated, too much, it's been wrong this whole time. You're not too much, you're exact. You refuse to pretend interest you don't feel. You refuse to perform enthusiasm for conversations that bore you. You refuse to shape yourself into someone easier to digest. And yes, that refusal costs you. It makes Friday nights quieter. It makes your phone lighter. But it also makes your life yours. The loneliness isn't proof that you're broken. It's proof that you have standards. And those standards, painful as they are to carry, are the thing that will eventually lead you to the people who are worth the wait. You are not too smart to connect. You are too honest to pretend. You're sitting alone on a Friday night, phone screen glowing, book open, your thoughts louder than any conversation you've had this week. But now you know that quiet isn't emptiness. It's the sound of a mind that refuses to pretend. The loneliness you've been carrying like a punishment, it was never a flaw. It was a side effect of depth. And depth is rare, hard, and worth protecting. The label you've been wearing, too smart to connect, too complicated, fundamentally alone, you can take it off now. Replace it with this. You are a person who refuses to settle for connection that doesn't feed you. That refusal has cost you easy friendships, casual closeness, the comfort of fitting in. But it has also kept you intact, uncompromising, whole. Your loneliness is not proof that you're broken. It's proof that you're honest. And honesty, in a world built on pretending, is the rarest thing there is. If this resonated, you're not alone in being alone. Comment one thing you've stopped pretending to care about. Let's build the kind of space where depth doesn't have to apologize.